Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a review of my Dior Book Tote. I have the Book Tote in the normal size, like now I think it's the big size, but it was the first size when it came out, in the blue oblique print, and it's actually not a print. Those blue Dior signs, they are all hand embroidered on the back. And this bag has a dimension of, wait a moment, 41.5 times 35 times 18 centimeters. So it's quite big. It fits a ton of stuff, and not to give it all away, but I just love it. I've bought this bag, I think, in August 2019. And I thought about this bag a lot before I actually took the plunge, because it costs about, well, in August 2019 it cost me about 2,500 Swiss francs, and I think it was about 2,100, 2,200 euros, and I bought it in Paris in the Dior store on Rue Saint-Honoré. And first of all, the stuff was very nice, which they usually are at Dior. And I went in and they had it, and I saw it, and I think I said about 30 seconds after holding it in my hands, I take it. And the reason for that is that, first of all, I thought about the bag a lot beforehand, and I was just curious about the quality of the handbag, because it still is a fabric handbag. And when I first touched it, I felt that it was quite a thick material, like here, if you can see it. It's filled with all of my stuff. The material itself, it's quite thick, and you can bend it, but it always just goes back straight to its original shape. The bag itself isn't too heavy, even though it's a thick fabric, it's still fabric, so it isn't too heavy, which is very important when carrying such a large bag, because if you have a large bag, you usually fill it up quite a bit, and that makes the bag heavy. And if the bag is heavy by itself, it's probably not the best thing. So that was a relief that it isn't heavy by itself. And also on the Dior website, they say that you can only carry it in your hands, but I think, like, I'm not that tall, I'm 5'5", and I can easily wear this handbag on my shoulders like that. And I actually do this quite a lot, because if I use it as a work bag, and if I put my laptop in it, some books, some makeup, some food, an umbrella, etc., then it can get heavy, which is not the bag's fault, it's just my fault, because I stuff it with all of my unnecessary things. And then I'm quite happy that I can wear it on my shoulder. It probably wouldn't work if you wear like a really thick coat, but usually this always works. Then we are coming to, like, is the bag sensitive? Like, do you have to baby this handbag? And now, after nearly a year, I have to say, I didn't baby this bag. Like, I don't just throw it on the floor, obviously, but I also don't baby this handbag. And if you look at the handbag up close, it still looks very perfect, even on the edges, like nothing of the embroidered stuff came off. It still looks kind of like new, even though I wore it like nearly every day where it didn't rain since last August. And I also probably overstuff it sometimes when I travel or when I use it as an overnight handbag. And I'm actually quite impressed of the wear and tear of this handbag, because it's quite literally better than I expected it to be. And one thing you have to say is that they told me to never ever wear this handbag when it rains. Like never ever, because it's a fabric handbag, and if you wear it during the rain, they told me just it can be ruined if it's heavy rain. And therefore I always check the weather before I go out with this handbag. And if there is just a slight chance of rain, I usually don't wear it. Or like if it's just a very very slight chance, then I wear it, because I always have one of those rain protectants from Clover Sec, is the company, in my handbag, in my Dior Book Tote. It lives in my Dior Book Tote. That's the only thing I never take out of this handbag. And you can just put it over the bag, and if you get caught in the rain, even though the weather forecast didn't predict any rain, you just don't have to worry about it, because the handbag is protected. And as long as you are not standing for 5 hours in the rain with this cover, the handbag is fine. I got caught about maybe 5 to 10 times in the rain, and I was just put this cover on, and it was perfect. Like the handbag didn't take any harm of it. Then what you can fit in this handbag, like I said, it's a big handbag, and you can fit, I think there isn't a handbag where you could fit more stuff than the Dior Book Tote. Like I carry my laptop, a book, like heavy books, a makeup case, a pencil case, an agenda. Sometimes I take my gym stuff with me. If I go to the gym during my lunch break, I put my gym stuff in it as well. A water bottle, always have a water bottle with me, for sure, like clearly. Always have the rain protectant with me. And what else, like some food. I just put everything in there. Like with food and drinks, you just have to be careful to use containers or bottles that do not spill at all, because again, water is not perfect for this bag. And also if you put food in there and it spills, I think that it would be quite hard to get like the smell of the food out of the handbag, because it's not leather, you can't wipe it off. It would literally go into fabric. And well, it would be sad to have a Dior Book Tote which smells like, I don't know, pizza, for example. So always look out for that if you put food in there. But if you put like crackers or nuts in there, that shouldn't be a problem at all. And I was very worried about the shape. Like I really like structured handbags which stay in shape all the time. And this bag held its promise pretty well, because the shape is still perfect. It always goes back in shape, and it did not lose its shape at all during nearly a year of using it almost every day. And well, as a resume, I can only tell you that I still love this handbag a lot after using it for nearly a year. I think I might love it even more than when I bought it, because I'm just so impressed with the quality. And I'm actually also really surprised at how often I really use this handbag, because I'm actually more of a small handbag girl. But this handbag, even though it's big, I use it all the time. So I would 100% recommend it. And still now, I don't think the hype is over. And even if the hype would be over, I would still wear it, because I wear it because I love this handbag. I think it's practical, I think it's beautiful, I think you can pair it with almost every outfit, during winter, during summertime, both. Absolutely no problem. And even if it wouldn't be in anymore, I would still wear this handbag. I can see myself wearing this handbag when I'm like 50 years old and going grocery shopping, for example, because you can use this handbag for literally everything. So without mumbling on too much, that's my resume. I would 100% recommend this handbag. I love it, and I will see you guys later.